In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create this kind of creative portfolio website for your design portfolio or for your creative agency. Let me just show you the demo of how this actually looks. Right here you can see this is the hero section or the main page of this website. Here you can see all of these are actually the different tabs, or you can call them the different posts of your portfolio items. And as I hover over these different items, you can see the background images changes, and there the big title is also changing. There you can see we have this slider indicator, and if I use wheel down on my mouse, you can see this is basically going down horizontally, and here you can see as I hover over to these items, all of the backgrounds are changing. Now if I click on any of these items, you can see it will open a new page where you can read about this entire project. This is the template that we have for this project. This can be your portfolio item, or this can be the case studies or projects that you have completed and you want to showcase them in a creative manner. Now as I scroll down, you can see we have this nice navigations that we can click on to go to the next project or to the previous project. Now if I click on this navigation menu, you can see we have a few different options available. One of them is that we can have a slider center title, the one that I already showed you. Next up we have the slider centered image. If I open this slider centered image, you can see now we have the slider image in the center or the project image in the center, and as I hover over, these images will change according to the project or the option that you will select on the home page. Now there are a few other options available as well, like you can have the slider bottom title as well. Just like that, you will have a slider title at the bottom, and you can basically pick those titles, and all of these things have the horizontal navigation, so everything is going to the horizontal side. Next up we have a page for the studio that can be the about us page for you or for your agency, and then here you can see you have the nice title for your studio, a subtitle or a tagline for your studio or for your services, a creative image here. Now here you can see you have this studio. Everything that you are seeing on this website, we can basically change it very easily. Here you can see some additional paragraph about what kind of services do you offer, and then the partners or the people that you have already worked with, and then a nice creative and simple testimonial section in here. Then there is a call to action, have a project, and if you will click on this, it will basically take you to a contact page where people can basically fill out their information and basically they can contact you. Here you can see we have call us, visit us, and email us, and then at the last we have this map. The entire thing is very creative and it is also very simple. You can basically adopt it according to your requirements or according to your needs. So if you are interested in learning how you can make this kind of website in WordPress without actually writing a single line of code, then without further ado, let's get started now. I will provide you the link of this theme in the description of this video. The theme is called Euthenia, and it is a creative portfolio WordPress theme. As I was telling you, you can use this theme for your personal portfolio if you are a designer, or for your agency if you have a website design agency or any other design agency. You can use it. You can download this theme from there. For now, I'll provide you the copy of this theme in the description of this video, so you can basically download the copy and then you can basically follow me creating this entire thing. Once you will download this copy, make sure you have an active WordPress installation. I already have a WordPress installed on my dashboard. So here you can see I'm already logged into my dashboard, and if I click on visit site, you can see I don't have anything here. It's just that it says the theme directly 2024 doesn't exist, meaning there is no any theme there right now. So to get started, first of all, you will have to download the theme. I already have downloaded this theme right here. So what I'm going to do is to upload this theme. So in order to upload the theme, you will have to go to this appearance and then click on this themes. Here you can see I have these themes removed. So I'm going to get rid of all of these themes that I have right here because we are not actually going to use them. We are going to use the Euthenia theme. So I removed them from here. Now, whenever you start installing or using a theme from the theme forest or any other directory, make sure you open the zip file. And once you open the zip file, make sure you see what kind of folders you have in there and what kind of files you have. Now, as I open the zip file, you can see I have these few folders. One of them contains the plugins that we'll use in this website. And then there we have the theme. So this is the Euthenia theme, and this is a child theme for the Euthenia. Of course, we are going to use this theme, and see if I'll try to install this zip file that we have downloaded, it will basically give us an error. So if I click on add new theme, and if I'll click on upload theme, let me just click on choose theme, and then from here I can just go to downloads, and from the downloads I can go to compressed, and here is my theme file. I can just click on install now, and if I click on install now, you will see it will give us an error. So right here you can see my WordPress says that the package could not be installed because the theme is missing the style.css style sheet. This means that it cannot basically find the theme file. So as I was telling you, we'll have to actually export the theme file from the zip file that we have downloaded from the theme for us. So here is the theme file that I want to use. So we can just select this theme file, and then you can click on extract, and then I'll choose the desktop and I'll click OK. Now I have the theme file on my desktop. Once I'll have the theme file on my desktop, I can just click on add new theme, and then I can click on upload theme. From here I can click on choose theme, and then I can just go to the desktop of my computer, and then from here I'll choose this zip file that we have just extracted, and then I can click on this install now. As you will click on install now, this time our theme will get installed. So here you can see our theme is installed now. You can see it says we can activate it now. So I can just click on activate. So once you will activate this theme, the next thing that you have to do is to here you can see it says this theme requires the following plugins. So we actually need to install these following plugins. Although if we go to the front end of our website now, you can see the background color and some of the other fonts are actually changed, meaning it is already getting the styling from the theme. So now let's just go back and let's click on begin installing plugin. So as you click on begin installing plugin, you will come to this place right here. From here select all of these different plugins, and then under the bulk actions option, click on this install, and then click on apply. And once you will click on apply, all of these plugins that we have selected will automatically get installed. Once they'll get installed, you can basically go back to the plugin manager, and then from here select all of them again, and then from here click on activate, and then click on apply. And once you will click on apply, all of them will get activated all at once. Now if I go back to the plugin section right here, we can actually confirm that we have all of these got activated. So let me just click on plugins again. Here you can see we have contact form 7, Kirky customizer framework, Metabox, one click import demo content, OT portfolio, and then WPBakery page builder. Some of these plugins like security optimizer, SiteGround Central, and speed optimizer are something that I'm getting from the SiteGround. Alright, now that we have this thing here, we can actually begin by importing the demo data. Although now if I go back here and if I give it a refresh in here, you can see nothing has been changed. It's just how it was. But we can now just go to the appearance, and then we can click on the import demo data. And once you will click on import demo data, you will come to this place right here. From here, just click on this install button. And once you will click on install, it will basically start importing the demo content for you. This may take some time, so you will have to wait until it will get imported. This actually depends on your internet connection, the server that you are using, and some of the other things. So, but do not worry, it will not take like a lot of time. So it will be like a quick thing. Let's just wait until it will get completed. Alright, so here you can see it says import completed. So once we have this import completed, we can go back to the front end of our website. Now let's just give it a refresh. Okay, now you can see this is how our website is looking, and you can see we are in our WordPress dashboard. Everything that we wanted came just fine. And now if I click on this menu item, you can see we have all of these menu items, and I can pick from these different kind of templates like this slider, centered image. This will give us the image in the center, and then if I click on slider bottom title, it will basically give us the title at the bottom of the page. Now we have a couple of more templates here like this slice revealer. This is an animation. As I scroll down, you can see we have this slice revealer kind of animation where when you go to the next project, there is kind of like the slicer animation, something like that. After that, we also have the studio page, the news page, and the contact page. So the news page right here is basically the blog page on your website that you can use to create the different kind of blog post on your website. There you can see, first of all, we have this hello world, and then we have this different kind of blog post, and as I hover over, it basically displays the featured image of the respective blog post. Now if I go back to the dashboard here, and if I click on the post section right here, let me just trash this out from here because we don't actually use the hello world post. Now let's just go back here and let's just give it a refresh. Now as I gave it a refresh, you can see now we don't have the hello world any longer here. We only have all of these different blog posts right here. As I was telling you in our demo, the demo that I've been sharing with you, that all of these items are basically the different projects or the different case studies that you have completed. Now in order to confirm that, you can go back to the WordPress dashboard, and once you will go to the WordPress dashboard, here you will find a new option, the portfolio. If you will click on portfolio, here you can see we have this featured image, the title, the author name, and the categories, tags, and some other things. If you want, you can categorize these different kind of blog posts. But let me just show you. Here you can see we have project or the portfolio item with the title of The Battle, Dark Dream, Litoil Fab, Tempo, Chrysois. Now if you go to the template that we have imported, you can see we have The Battle, Dark Dream, Litoil, and all of the featured images that we have added in this blog post. Now in order to add a new blog post, what you actually have to do is to click on this add portfolio, and as you will click on this add portfolio item right here, this is how it will show up. Now here you can see this is how it is basically showing. There we have a text editor right here and the title, position, a place to select the categories, and then here you have the option to add the featured image. You will have to create everything using the WPBakery page builder here because this theme is created using the WPBakery page builder. Now let me just show you some of the other portfolio items that came with the demo. Now if I go back here, and if I click on edit, and if I open this in a new tab right here, you can see this is how it is showing, and you can see all of these things are basically created using the WPBakery page builder. So if you are someone who is really familiar with WPBakery page builder, it will be very easy for you to work on this theme. Now I'm not going to go a lot in details that how you can create the layouts using the WPBakery page builder because this tutorial is not for that. But let me just give you the solution for one of the problem that you will face. Now once you will import the demo data, and once you will come to the old portfolio item for the first time, and when you will click on this edit, you will not find it something like this. Instead you will find a lot of the code right here. Now do not get overwhelmed with that. There is an easy fix for that. For that, what you actually have to do is to hover over to this WPBakery page builder, and then from here you will just have to click on role manager, and once you will go to this role manager, here you will find post types. For now you can see it says pages only. You can just click on that, and then you can click on custom, and under the custom make sure you select post, pages, and portfolio. Now if I uncheck this and if I click on save changes, and if I go back here and if I give it a refresh, let me just give it a refresh, and let me click on this edit option. Here you can see this is how it is looking. So this is something that you will see for the first time. So in order to fix that, you will just have to come here under the role manager in the WPBakery page builder option, and then you will just have to click on custom and make sure you select the portfolio, and then just click on save changes. And once you will go back here, and once you will give it a refresh, and it will basically load the WPBakery page builder, and you can basically start customizing everything however you want to. All of these pages are created using the WPBakery page builder, and if you basically want to reuse these templates, you can basically save this portfolio item as a template, and then you can start importing them into the new templates however you want to. This was about the portfolio items and how you can manage these portfolio items. By the way, if you want to create the similar kind of website or the same kind of website, you can reach me out on the WhatsApp to ask me to create this kind of website, and I will create the website for you. Now let's just go back and let's see how you can edit the home page of this website. Now in order to edit the home page of this website, here you can see we have this option, edit with WPBakery page builder. And once you will click on edit with WPBakery page builder, it will basically start loading the WPBakery page builder. Here you can see we have this front end builder, you can call it front end builder. And here you can see we have a row in there, and under the row we have a column, and here you can see we have a tiny pencil icon. If I click on the tiny pencil icon, you can find the different options that these columns have and all of the different settings that are being applied to this item right here. Now here you can see we have another module or another widget placed in there, which is only OT portfolio slider. If I click on this tiny pencil icon, you can see we have this style title, title center, and then style image full screen. Of course you have different options like the title bottom, you can choose that, and then you have full screen or non full screen, you have that option as well. And then here you can see the number of projects that you want to show. Right now if I go to the all projects option right here, you can see we only have 8 project items right here, and I think that is the reason why the original developer of the theme have selected the 8 item right there. Nothing other than that you can do here, and this is mainly because this has been created as a template so that you can basically change the portfolio items and they'll get displayed here automatically. That is basically what you can do on the home page. Now let me just cross that out, and here you can see that's how it is looking. Now if I go back to the dashboard, let me just go to the pages option right here. Here you can see we have many home page options right there. So one of them, as I was telling you, we have home masonry. Let's just open these in the new tabs so we can actually see how they are looking. First of all, we have this home masonry where you will find all of these portfolio items or the project items in the masonry layouts, and as you hover over you will find the portfolio or the project title and then the format of this image or whatever it is. Here you can see it says photo because this is a photo. As I hover over, you can see we have a dark overlay, and then you have some of these filters for the categories. So if I want to filter out the branding, I can choose the branding, motion or photo, and all of the results will filter out according to that way. Next up we have this home slice, which is, as I scroll down, it will have the slice animation, and as I hover over, you can see we have the title and the category showing up right there. That is the same thing happening all over to this template. Next up we have this home slider. On the home slider you can see we have this button at the bottom, and then we have this horizontal scrolling option right there. And as you scroll down, you can focus on this cursor, the white cursor right here. It basically moves to the next slide, and then the background image and everything else changes. Next up we have this creative agency, which actually came as a home page of this template. We have already discovered this one. Next up we have this portfolio slider with the small image at the background, and then this text right here will change according to this title right there. And at the last we have this dark theme, which is a template for the single post. So we have many options here. For this tutorial, what I actually want to do is to only keep this home's center title, or maybe we can choose the home slider center image. This one also looks good, so I'm going to keep this one, and I'm going to get rid of all of these different titles or the different page layouts that we have. I'll select them from here, and then I can just click on move to trash, and then I can click on apply. And once you will click on apply, they will basically move to the trash, and here you can see they are now moved to the trash. Now if I go to the front end of our website and if I give it a refresh, you can see now we are back to the default WordPress page where we have the different blog posts available. We actually want to change it to the template that we have kept, which is home slider centered image. I actually want to change the name, so I can just click on quick edit, and under the quick edit I can just name it as home. So I'll just name it as home, and I'll change the slug as well, and then I'll click on update. Now in order to make this home as the front page, I can hover over to this settings and then just click on readings. And once you click on readings, make sure you choose the static page, and from the home page make sure you choose home, and then just click on save changes. And now if I go back to the front end of our website and if I'll give it a refresh, You can see now we have this page as the front page or the home page of our website. We have the slider as well, where we can slide the different items right there. Now let's see how we can edit the other pages. So next up we have this design studio. We can change the name of it to the about. So I'm going to change it to the about, and I'm going to change the slug as well to the about as well. And then I can just click on update and it will change the about here as well. Here we have our stories page, which is something we don't want right now. I don't actually need the privacy policy pages here. And then again, I also don't need the sample page, and this sample page and say hello page right there. So I'm going to get rid of them, and I can just click on trash, and then I'll just click on apply. And once you will click on apply, they'll basically get removed from here. So right now we have this home, about, and our stories. Now if I go back to the front page of our website, and if I'll give it a refresh, and under the menu you can see we have work, studio, and news. Studio is basically our studio page where we can talk about our about. You can see the name that I have changed. And then under the news, this is something where you can find the different blog posts that we have. All right, so here you can see our stories. It says post page. If I click on quick edit, I can change it to blog, and under the slug I can name it as blog as well, and then I can just click on update. Now if I go back here and if I'll give it a refresh, you can see for now it is saying 404 because we have changed the slug. If I click on news again, now you can see this is blog. All right, now let's just go back. If I hover to this appearance, now let's see how we can edit those menus. So I'll just click on this menu option right here, and as you will go to this menu, you can see all of these different items are highlighted in the red color. Red colors meanings they have been removed. So I'm going to remove them from here, just like that. We don't actually need them, so I'll just remove them from there. And then here you can see, if you will click on view all, here you can add a home page. So I'll just click on add and add it into the menu. And here if you want, you can have the work page as well, but I change it to the home, so I'm going to keep it as home, and I can just remove it from here. Next up we have the studio page. Studio page is where we talk about, so I'm going to rename it to about. And then here news, where we basically talk about blog, so I'm going to name it as blog, and then you can just click on save menu. Now if I go back here, now let's just give it a refresh, and if I click on the menu item right here, now you can see we have home, about, and blog. This is how basically you can edit the menu items there. Now at the end, let me just show you how you can change this logo, and then this copyright mark right here, and maybe how you can add this change these social media icons. So in order to change all of these items, now what you have to do is to click on this customize right here. And once you will click on this customize, you can see we have some general options. So once you will click on general, here you have site identity. So site identity is a place where you can change your site icon or the fav icon, and you can also change your website title. So you can change it to your website name, and here you can upload your fav icon that will basically get displayed at this place in your browser. This is basically a tab. Now you can go back from here, and here you can see we have this header. So once you will click on header, you have this logo option, and on the logo option you can basically change your logo. Changing the logo is very easy. You can just click on select image, and then from here you can basically change it to your image that you want. I'm not going to change the logo here. I'll keep the way it is. Now you can go back, and here you can see the styling. So under the styling, you have this different kind of option available. You can play around with these different options. These are basically self-explanatory. You will get a hold of them once you will start creating this. Next up, we have the template for the blog page, and the single post page. So for the blog page, let's just go to the blog page. So this is the blog page right here. Let's just click on blog. Here you can see this is the blog. So here it says full content. If you want to have a layout where you have the sidebars, you can enable the sidebar option, and it will basically start displaying you the sidebar, something like this. I don't actually need the sidebar. I'll keep it to the full content the way it is showing. And then in here you can see it says shadow text on the pagination. We don't have a pagination right now. And then text for prevon pagination, which is this prevon, and the next on pagination. You can basically change them to anything that you want to. Let's just go back. Next up we have this single post. So let's just click on any of these posts. Here you can see this is called the single post. So in the single post you can see we have a template which is right sidebar. If you want to have a full content, you can just click on full content, and here you can see this is how our full content is showing up. But if you want to keep the sidebar option, you can just pick the left sidebar or the right sidebar, anything that you want to, which is really up to you. Next you have some of the options if you want to have the pagination on or off. Pagination is something that show up at the bottom right here, new post or the older post. Here you can see the older post, new post, and then shadow text on the pagination will be story, which is this text at the bottom. You can change it. Maybe you can change it to post and it will get changed to post. You can see it as a shadow. Now we have post. So this is basically how you can change that text as well. Now we can go back. Here you can see we have the footer option. So under the footer option, you can see we have this styling. So here it says 2023. We can of course change it to 2024. This is where it will get updated. Now it says copyright, and this is basically an anchor link, and this is the link. I'm going to remove this link and I'll replace it with a hash. So now we only have a hash, and now in here we can change it to our website name. So let's just call it creative agency or something like that. So now here you can see this will get changed, creative agency, and that is basically how you can change it. And here you have the social media links, these social media links that are showing up here. Here you can add the links for the social media URLs. Here you can enter your social media links and they'll automatically get applied to these different icons right here. Now you can go back, and next up you have some of the other options for the typography, where you can change the font for your website, or then you can also change the styling however you want to. That is really your choice, however you want to do these things. So this is basically all of the things that you can do with this theme, and this is how basically you can create this kind of creative portfolio website using WordPress. I hope you have learned something new from this video. If you have found this video interesting, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get the latest video updates. If you like this video, share this with your friends. Maybe it will help them to create their website. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.